Hi, welcome to your first video about finding the mean absolute deviation, which is also called MAD. In this video, you're going to determine the absolute deviation of a data value in a data set and determine the mean absolute deviation of a data set. Before we get started, I want to remember how to find the mean first, because we're going to be doing that today when finding the mean absolute deviation. So first step is to get your total. So we are going to add 3 plus 0 plus 4 plus 4. That's 4 plus 4 more is 8. Plus 2 is 10. Plus 0. 1 more is 11. 5 more is 16. And I'm going to divide by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That works out nicely. My mean is 2. So this looks like a lot, but I want to take it a step at a time. Okay, we talked about last video about the range and the interquartile range. Those are called measures of variation. That tells you the spread of the data. Okay, so MAD, mean absolute deviation, okay, is another measure of that spread. Okay, so it tells you how far apart is your data. The word deviation means to do something different from what is normal. So if you deviate from a plan, that means you go off plan. Okay, so let's look at what deviation would mean here. So you can find how far each value is in a data set and how far it deviates, changes, okay, from its mean. Consider the data set 2, 5, 7, 10. The mean of this data is 6. So what they're doing is they're telling you how far is each data point from the mean. So 2 is 4 numbers away from 6 from the mean. That is called the absolute deviation. So the distance 2 is from our mean is 4. Okay, 6 minus 2. The deviation 5 is just 1. So the mean minus 5 is 1. 7 is our next number. Notice I'm going to flip this because 7 is bigger than the mean. 7 minus 6. Again, you're just finding how far apart are each data value from the mean. And then the last one is 10. 10 minus the mean is 4. So our absolute deviations are 4, 1, 1, and 4. Last thing, once you know each deviation, okay, the mean absolute deviation is just finding the mean of these 4 numbers that I just highlighted. So 4 plus 1 plus 1 plus 4, okay, you add those. That is 10. And then you divide by however many numbers you add. The MAD is 2.5. So again, here are your steps. You're going to add 4 plus 1 plus 1 plus 4. That is 10. You divide by 4 because there are 4 numbers. And that means that the MAD is 2.5. So to make it a little simpler, let's look at this next slide to show you some steps. Step 1, find the mean of your data. So we're going to get our total of our numbers at the top. I'm going to do that on the side to save some space. 5 plus 7 plus 8 plus 12 plus 13 is a total of 45. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers. My mean is 9. Step 2, we're going to find how far is each data value from the mean. I'm just going to make a list. So how far is 5 from 9? 4 spaces on a number line. 7 to 9, 2 spaces. Again, I'm doing 9 minus 5, 9 minus 7, 9 minus 8. They're one space away. So these are the numbers I'm trying to determine right here. 12 minus 9 is 3, and 13 minus 9 is 4. So here are my 5 absolute deviations. Last step is you find the mean of those numbers. So 4 plus 2 plus 1 plus 3 plus 4. That is 6 plus 1 is 7 plus 3 is 10 plus 4 is 14. And then I divide that by 5. I'm going to make sure I did that correctly. So 9, 4, 2, 1. Okay. 3 and 4. Yes. Okay. And 14 divided by 5 is 2.8. Therefore, my MAD of my data is 2.8. So here's your first practice problem. Pause the video and go ahead and give it a try. Remember your 3 steps. Find the mean, find the absolute deviation, which is the distance each value is from the mean, and then find the mean of those numbers. Okay, so step 1 is to find the mean. I'm going to add 8 plus 11 plus 12 plus 17. That is 48. And I divide by 4 because there are 4 numbers that I added together. The mean of my data is 12. Second step is to find the deviation each number is from 12. So 8 and 12 are 4 numbers away from each other. 11 and 12 are just 1. 12 and 12 are 0. 17 and 12 are 5. Third step is to find the mean of these numbers. So 4 plus 1 plus 0 plus 5. Then we'll divide it by 4. That is 10. And 10 divided by 4 is 2.5. So the MAD is 2.5. Last practice problem, and again, go ahead and give it a try. So first, let's find the mean. So I'm going to add 9 plus 8 plus 10 plus 10 plus 3 plus 6 plus 10 plus 8. And I get 64. Don't forget to divide 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that is 8. I now need to find my absolute deviations. So I'm going to list all my numbers. And I'm going to write the distance each of these is from 8 because that is the mean. 9 is 1 number away, 8 is 0, 10 is 2, 10 is 2, 3 is 5, 6 is 2 numbers away, 10 is 2 numbers away, and 8 is 0 numbers away. So now I'm going to add 1 plus 0 plus 2 plus 2 plus 5 plus 2 plus 2 plus 0. So that is 5 on top, plus 5 more is 10, 12, 14. And again, I'm dividing by 8 because there are 8 numbers, and 14 divided by 8 is 1.75. So the MAD of my data is 1.75. So before you leave, make sure you can determine the absolute deviation of a data value in a data set, and determine the mean absolute deviation of that data set. Thanks for watching.